Sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
He'll be okay on his own, right?
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here.
Except for those fireballs.
Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
No.
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved.
What is Paimon doing her animations?
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Hyman doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Perhaps he has ulterior motives.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We still have more investigation ahead. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
Man, you can really tell it's Zhongli second story quest because of how much he's talking. Not that I'm complaining though. Oy. Can I keep this? Is it possible to keep this? Okay, so this here. I hope I can keep this, cause this is cool. Like, okay. Ugh. Yo, what's good? Talk to me, man.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment.
Is there a pattern to it?
Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Okay, but like, rocks have emotions? Huh?
Indeed. Let's keep going.
Nope. No, no, sorry. There's a little girl that used to be here.
Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there too. Amazing.
When I first came across this tree, I thought it was partially frozen. I thought that was kind of cool.
This ancient tree.
I guess it's crystals and not ice.
Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area.
Ow.
Perhaps you could survey this section.
Sure, be careful.
All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh.
My dude?
This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
Why didn't Traveler say anything?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about.
Did you see anything?
Not yet.
What do you mean, not yet?
Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look?
You want me to climb the tree? You sure there'll be clues in the
If
tree?
you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Eh,
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
that was... That was kind of startling. Zhongli, what's up?
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly.
He's whispering! Ah! My heart. Okay. After preparing, enter the tunnel. Yeah, okay, but like... What? I'm sorry? Am I good? Cutscene time! Gotta know when it's mocap.
This is...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, there's...
What?
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
Whirlwind? Oh, they got yoinked. I don't know why he had to make such a show of power of just walking forward. Like, surely the shield would have followed him anyway? I'm confused. But maybe they just wanted to make it more flashy, I think. Anyway, that was awesome. I did see the that scene before. But I mean, like, what, you're just gonna drop me into this fight?
What monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Okay. Huh. I see. Okay, so I don't actually know how this fight is supposed to go. Okay, so those explode. Good to know.
Crumble.
Is that a... was that like the whole
Insects.
arena thing? I'm not gonna fight him just yet. I wanna see... Okay. I wanna see his patterns. Okay.
Shifting
He has too many animations. I can't...
the mountain permanence.
Oh, great. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
No atonement.
I think I was a little...
Thousand year pain.
I think I was a little too far away.
Solidify.
I will have order. Stabilize.
By royal decree.
Gather.
Ugh, I hate bulky ones.
Boring.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Okay. Why am I being pushed? Oh my gosh.
Gather.
Oz, reveal.
No.
Allow me.
Okay. So... honestly, if my shield was not able to tank that, I would have been very disappointed.
By royal decree.
The enraged Earth Morax. You think you can destroy me?
Oh, that's pushing me. Okay.
Useless.
Stabilize.
Where's it coming from? Oh, they just spawn out of nowhere. Okay. That's great. That's great.
Solidify!
Oz, reveal! Hold the line!
This is order. Crumble.
And he is dead. Okay.
Morax. 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ashtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all the
No.
Oops.
You have forgotten.
Oops. I hit the space bar.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're
Ashtaha. The very same.
I like how they put a little question mark. Could you? that's so cute.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
He's smiling.
Yes. It was all I could manage.
Then which one is the real Ashtaha?
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha the whole, but a fragment.
So you're Ashtaha the fragment, okay.
Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ashtaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ashtaha.
So there are two Ashtahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
His voice is hot. Who voiced this person?
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
And he's still smiling.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
Yeah, it's a good thing that nobody else came with us because That would have been quite the shock to find out that Zhongli was Morox, huh?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ejdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories.
Erosion?
Erosion ground Ejdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ejdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm, why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion, but it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ejdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
No. No!
I am the remnants of Ejdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No, no! It is I, Ejdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Insect? What? Who are you talking about? Morax? Bruh! My dude!
Morax is not an insect.
Oh, he's actually talking about Morax. Boy, I will beat you into submission. In fact, I'll do it with Morax himself. And be like, I am not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
Bruh. Didn't he just, like, seal you up? What? Huh?
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity.
Dude, I don't call Morax an insect. Freaking.
All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt, even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace, even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
And ghost poof.
The little girl vanished.
Sea on the way or eroded? I'm gonna go with eroded.
Are you satisfied, Ishtaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
Yep.
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ajdah. This. I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Ah. Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Go. Oh. Okay. Alright then. We'll go. Ouch.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
Okay.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here.
He's not going to. He's not gonna mention how this one is literally glowing, right?
We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Oh, so he is.
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
He's like, yeah, this is fine. I just glow sometimes. Don't worry about it.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdah. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ajdah, I am no longer the Geo Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
Wait, why is the screen shaking? Oh, right.
That day in the chasm. Did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, god of contracts, I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ashtaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time. And you, Morax, you too will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
So is this the real Kunjun now?
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
The poor man.
Whoa. That was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun.
Oh, but what about these Jaha? And you know, I'm just gonna call it Azaza because they were not saying it so differently. I can't. He was a great friend of yours.
He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
Remember the cutscene? Yes. Oh, this is where this came from. I see. So he carved him. Okay. And then brought him to life. Okay. But like he knew that Azaza was dangerous. I know that there's probably supposed to be music going on, but I think I have the music turned all the way down. So, oops. Key. Butterfly.
1,000 years ago, Ishtaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ishtaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Leah, towards life above ground.
So, how if okay? So like, if Zhongli won the match, how could he not say that he was stronger than him? Like, it may not have been like a test of like pure raw strength, but like it could have been like smart or wit or something like that, because clearly Zhongli won and he's saying that he's not stronger. I mean, I can kind of understand where he's coming from, being like he doesn't want to claim that he is over Azaza, but like still it doesn't. Still, you have to be stronger than another person to seal them away, right? Like, if they weren't the same power level, they would not. He would not have been able to seal him away. Correct? Am I reading this wrong here?
He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot.
I see. He did mention that before, right? He was in fact willing because he had broken the contract. Correct? That's what was going on here, right? He suffered the wrath of the rock because he attacked the chasm. And so in return he got sealed away because okay, I'm seeing it. So like, but wait, why did he fight if he was willing to be sealed away? Did I miss something here? Oh, wait. He forgot his contract? Is that it? Or he forgot Morax? Why am I reading so deep into this? Oh my gosh, I need to continue. The power of erosion is scary. Have you also been affected by erosion?
Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave.
You will never leave me, Zhongli.
The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire.
Is that why you chose to step down as Archon?
Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Hold on. I want to ask you something
Oh? About what?
about my brother.
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Bane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for.
My sibling. This is crucial for me.
Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
What?
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
This. What do you mean? How can he be like that? This is literally who he is. Oh my gosh! You can't blame him for that. He's literally the god of contracts. Come on, man.
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
I believe you.
Would you be ready to find out?
Perhaps.
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
It's done! Yes! Finally! Leave it, Catherine. Wait, do I still have the thing? Yes! I have it, bro! Let's go! Okay, let's do this. What are you doing, Zhongli?
This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ejdaha as a terrible dragon, and serves as a warning for later generations to stay away from this place, from the seal. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil. If the good and evil within him could be summarized in a single sentence, well, never mind.
Well, yes. Anyway, I have literally finally done it. Just a word of advice for you guys. If you are going to unlock these story quests, do them immediately, because it will screw you over if you don't do them right away, and then another Archon quest comes up and it's like, oh, this one NPC is busy waiting for you over here, so you could start like the Raiden Shogun's story quest, and they're like, and then you have to go over there, and then the quest unlocks on the other side, and you're like, okay, so I can start the Archon quest, and then they'd be like, no, this other NPC that is waiting on you to talk about the Raiden, and you're like, okay, and then you have to keep going back and forth. It's so stupid. So don't be like me and do this and just leave him there because I thought that I could just leave them there and could like come back to them like about a month or two later, because I wasn't interested in speedrunning the game at all. I wanted to take it at my own pace. And then this. I probably will not be recording my voice for the reaction to this one, because again, like I said, being able to use my voice is what's the word I'm looking for here? A convenience that is not usually gifted to me very often. So, I don't know if I'll even be uploading that to YouTube at all. But anyway, I need to stop my camera so long. So, if I get venti, you will definitely be hearing about it from me. So, sayonara.